Tao Te Ching, pronounced Tao Te Ching. Chapter 31. This passage takes one of the oldest human questions and refuses to let it be answered cheaply. When is force ever justified? And what do you owe to those you kill? Fujia Bīng ji buzian zhai kai wu huo wu zhai gu yu dao ji bu chu. Jūnzǐ ju zai gi zuo yang bing zai gi yu. Bīng ji bu zhong zhai kai fei Jūnzǐ zhai kai bu de ye air yang zhai dan dan wei ye shèng. Shèng air bu mei zhai ji shi li sha rain. Fu li sha rain ji se bu ki yi de zhai yu chan zai yi. Zhai shi shang zuo qin shi shang yu. Haiyan zhong zhàn ju zuo shang zhong zhàn ju yu yan yi sang lai chu zhai. Sha rain zhai zhàn yi bei kai zhai zhan sheng yi sang lai chu zhai. Fine weapons are inauspicious instruments. All things seem to abhor them. So those who hold to the Tao do not dwell with them. In daily life, the noble person honors the left. In military affairs, they honor the right. Weapons are inauspicious instruments, not the tools of the noble person. They are used only when there is no alternative, and restraint is the highest principle. To win and find it beautiful. To find it beautiful is to delight in killing. Those who delight in killing cannot win the hearts of the world. In auspicious matters, the left is honored. In inauspicious matters, the right. In battle formation, the deputy general stands on the left, the chief general on the right, which is to say, they approach war with the rites of mourning. Those who have killed many should weep for them in grief. Victory in battle should be received with the rites of the dead. The passage opens with a flat claim. Weapons, however finely made, are instruments of bad omen, not because they are ugly or crude, but because of what they do. Laozi isn't being squeamish. He's saying something precise. The world itself seems to recoil from them. Even those who wield weapons skillfully understand, at some level, that they are handling something that belongs to the category of death. So the person of Tao does not make weapons their home. This doesn't mean refusing to use them. The passage is explicit that sometimes there is no alternative, but there is a difference between using something reluctantly and making it your identity. The left and right distinction is worth slowing down for. In the cosmology of Laozi's time, the left was associated with life, growth, the auspicious, and the right with death, mourning, the inauspicious. In ordinary life, you honor the left. At a funeral, you honor the right. In military formation, the same logic applies. The higher-ranking general stands on the right, because war belongs to the same category as death. The passage is saying that anyone who truly understands what weapons are, for already knows they are standing in a funeral. Then comes the line that cuts deepest. To win and find it beautiful. The word in the original, li, means joy, pleasure, something sought out, is to delight in killing. Laozi isn't condemning soldiers. He's identifying something more specific. The person who enjoys victory for its own sake, who finds the winning beautiful as an achievement to be proud of, has confused the instrument for something good. And that person, he says, cannot hold the world, not as a punishment, but as a consequence. The world does not follow those who love its destruction. The passage ends with what may be the most arresting instruction in the chapter. After battle, treat the victory with funeral rites. Grieve for the dead, yours and theirs. The winning side should weep. This is not ceremonial performance. It's a recognition that something irreversible has happened. People who were alive are not. The world has been diminished. Force was used because it had to be, but the necessity is not a license to celebrate. Chapter 31 is sometimes read as a pacifist text, but that flattens it. Laozi doesn't say weapons are never used. He says they are used only when unavoidable, and that the person who understands this approaches the aftermath as a loss, not a triumph. Something here extends beyond war. Anytime force is used to achieve something, not only physical force, but coercion, pressure, the kind of power that overrides another's will, the same question applies. Was there no alternative? And if not, what do we owe to what was broken in the process? The text isn't asking for guilt. It's asking us not to mistake necessity for virtue. Using the only available means is not the same as finding that means good. And then the instruction to grieve. That sits strangely in a culture that has largely separated winning from mourning. The idea that victory should be treated with the gravity of a funeral, not as performance, but as genuine reckoning, is uncomfortable enough to be worth sitting with rather than resolving quickly. Those who hold to the Tao do not dwell with weapons, and when they must use them, they receive the outcome as a grief, not a glory. The next chapter is 32.